You have no children. Is that a regret? Something that you think about?
I love kids. I always just assumed I would have kids. Maybe it could have been, the right guy, the wrong time, the wrong guy, the right time. When I realized I was too old to have kids, and I was like, wow.
What makes a great life if you're looking back?
I knew too many people on Sunday afternoon, they start getting depressed. On Friday, they start getting happy. And I'm like, don't work for anyone else. Work for yourself. The days are long, the years are short. 100 years? Over like that. What are you doing with these 100 years?
This summer, I interviewed Janet, a 59-year-old self-made millionaire who has figured out life in a lot of ways, but at the same time, is also still trying to navigate it. We interviewed Janet for the first time over a year ago, and that video went viral. It reached millions of people here on YouTube and on Instagram from all over the world. And after reading so many comments and seeing so many takeaways you guys had from what she said, we decided to bring her back and have an even deeper conversation. So today, I'm sitting back down with Janet to hear about her greatest life lessons and life experiences that I guarantee will change the way you think about your life.
How old are you?
59. It happened.
What does it feel like to be 59?
I feel lucky that I made it another year, and I feel that it's a privilege to get older. This day is a gift. So it's a gift to be with you again a year later.
I say a lot of people who are 59 probably wouldn't describe how they feel in that sense. What have you done in your life or maybe in the recent years to get to this point and feel this way?
I take care of myself. I eat well. I sleep well. I exercise. I'm just active. I'm not fanatical about it, but I take care of myself. And I think that you can age well, but you got to take care of the machine. And it's also your mental state. I feel very happy in life.
They say the healthy woman wants 1,000 things. The unhealthy woman only wants one. So you're taking care of that one thing.
I think about that saying a lot, and I remind myself of that. And I have friends who are sick, who are battling cancer, who are younger than me. And you know what, that's the greatest gift. And you'll interview people, close to the end of their lives, and everyone will say this. They wish they didn't sweat the small things. I have a saying that helps me, and that is, will I remember this in 5 years? Will this bother me in 5 years? And if it's not going to bother me in 5 years, then why am I letting it bother me for 5 seconds?
What do we need to know about your childhood to understand more of the person that you are today?
Grew up middle class, 2 immigrant parents, a father from Italy, a mother from Germany. I'm first generation. Father was an entrepreneur, and he brought the first espresso machine to Canada. You're welcome.
That's really cool.
He introduced coffee culture to Canada, and so I think that was very cool. He taught me work ethic. He was very, very hard-working immigrant who taught me the value of $1. Ingrained in me that my father really said to me often, don't work for anyone else. Work for yourself. I opened up my first restaurant almost 30 years ago. And my first restaurant in Yorkville in Toronto is now 29 years old. I had partners. I bought these partners out. And then I focused on buying real estate. And for me, it was about building foundations. And then I bought another building, then I bought another building. I kept buying buildings and putting restaurants inside of the buildings and really opening projects that were very, very like one-offs and passion projects for me. All told, I have 14 restaurants, and I have 2 restaurants in LA, and I'm working on a 3rd restaurant in LA. So that's kind of like 30 years of my life of slowly building the company. But I am the sole owner of my restaurant group, but I have different partnerships within that restaurant group. Yeah. I will say that, financially, if I never open up another restaurant again, I'm good. I think, people sometimes have a hard time making sacrifices. I think people want all the money, they want the fancy things. I didn't. I had nowhere to even spend the money because I wasn't going out. And what I did was I became a big saver. And so I could make bigger moves. So I knew that, let me make these sacrifices. Who cares when you're younger and, I don't have the fancy home. Now I have nice homes. But I waited for that. I made sacrifices, had the money to then hire my team. And of course, it's all gonna be so crucial who you have as your team. Find people that are better, that are smarter than you. And you slowly almost like come above the water. Like you could be just like under here And then you're like, until you're doing the breaststroke, you know.
I'm feeling that right now, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like the nose, coming out of the water.
it's not a dirty word, hard work and making sacrifices. We have to think about that. And people that I work with are also my friends. I feel like family. If you want to share your success, people will stay with you. If not, people become resentful, bitter. And I've been thinking about this a lot, how rare it is to see just individuals in life going over and above the call of duty. If you ask someone to do something that might be extra outside of the job scope, and the first thing out of their mouth is, are you going to pay me overtime? What's in it for me? I will almost guarantee it's going to be hard for that person to be successful in life. I saw Obama in an interview once, and he said, just work harder than everyone else, and you're going to get noticed. Just do it because the payoff is huge. People do their job, but can you actually think outside of the box, do more? You're going to get noticed, and you're going to get promoted, and I can almost guarantee that.
Yeah, I think making yourself as valuable as possible is really the encompassing concept there. If you prove that you're a good person, you're a good leader, you're willing to work hard, you're willing to learn, I mean, who's going to not want to work with you? Who's going to not want to, nobody's going to want to replace you. Like, you're invaluable.
I think it's really easy for people to do that, but you have to change your mentality. You have to look at infinite opportunity out there, or there's going to be more for me in the future, not just like what's happening to me right now. Some people are abused at work, right? And they don't want to be. They're standing up for themselves. Make yourself valuable is going to be the greatest tip that I would personally have in my experience to get ahead in life.
Do you think that everyone who works hard will be rewarded? A common comment that I've heard is, oh, well, I work hard and I didn't get this opportunity. I didn't become this. I didn't achieve this success. I have an opinion, but I'm curious on yours.
Well, there's so many things that factor in, including luck, but also what are you working hard at? Let's say you are working in a company and they mark you as just good at that.
Yep.
But when you're saying like add value, I'm saying think outside of the box, be valuable in that company. Maybe that company has a need. You could go to your boss and say, you know what, this is not being done very well. I want to take this on. I have so many aspects in my company that are things that I wish somebody would step up and take over, and nobody does ever. And I'm so shocking to me. And I think that if anyone would come to me, say, listen, I want to take this off your plate, and I think I can do a good job. Oh my God, you're going to get promoted. I'm going to run to promote you. But people aren't thinking that way. So you have to have it in you. You have to have your goals. You just can't be like, I'm good at this job, then you stay stagnant. But if you want to grow, I mean, you could go to your boss and say, I want to grow. What's it going to take? People will tell you what it's going to take. Or you're just going to do it and you're going to get noticed. And the thing that I'm obsessively thinking about lately is how hard it is to actually find your path. The most difficult thing for most people is going to be finding that path, finding what you would want to die for. I knew too many people on Sunday afternoon, they start getting depressed. On Friday, they start getting happy. And I'm like, I break out into a cold sweat. We're talking, and there's going to be a lot of people that I think, they'll get angry for the reason of like, sometimes you've got to feed your kids. And, we're talking from a very privileged place. And I'll say that until I'm blue in the face, that we have a lot of privilege. And I have, and did I work hard and build something that I'm proud of? And do I love my life? Yes. Also, like they're all true.
100%. I try to say that as much as possible, is that you have to be at a certain point. There have to be certain things that have been taken care of in your life for you to be able to even think about the things that we're talking about.
Yeah. I get excited when people find their path. I want to ask people, are you thriving in your life? Are you living your best life? 100 years, I'm planning on living 100 myself. I don't know how long you're planning on living.
Longer.
I'm no Brian Johnson, but I'd like to go for 100. But it's going to go by like this. Right. Okay. I'm 30 years older than you.
33, yeah.
I'm 30. Thanks a lot. Don't rub it in.
Better for me, though, to say that.
33.
I'm just trying to cover myself.
But I'm going to promise you, I hope this is ingrained in you, and you're going to be like, I can't believe I'm here now. The days are long, the years are short. 100 years, over like that. What are you doing with these 100 years?
Well, you marry later and you have no children. Is that a regret? Something that you think about?
I love kids. I always just assumed I would have kids. For many years, I would say maybe it could have been, the right guy, the wrong time, the wrong guy, the right time. And somebody said something very important to me when I realized I was too old to have kids. And I was like, wow, that ship has sailed and I didn't have kids. And I started to feel sadness. And then this friend of mine said, Janet, and she doesn't have kids. She's older than me. And she said, you can also be happy not having kids. And that was so crucial. And when I sat there and I said, I can also be happy, and then I thought of all the things I could now do. I just went traveling and, I've had a life of my dreams, and I feel very nurturing to a lot of people in my life. I've mentored a lot of people. I would say my niece and my nephew, I have felt like their second mother. It's never going to be like having your own kids, and I know that. And I'll never experience that. It wasn't my path, and I know it wasn't supposed to be my path. And I'm really happy. And I probably would have been really happy with kids too. Who knows? They could have been nightmares. You don't know what you don't know. Yeah. All I can say is I'm happy, and I feel that wasn't my path.
If you were to leave us with your opinion on what makes a great life.
We've all gone through hard times. Life is going to be this roller coaster, and there's going to be a lot of shitty things that happen. I'm going through something very difficult right now, but I'm trying to rise above that and live my best life. And at the end of the day, I want peace. I want to feel peaceful in my life. Terrible things can be going on, but how do you get to peace? And I think that takes a lot of work, a lot of inner work. So if I'll journal in your journal.
Have you been using it?
Yeah, I think it's great.
Really?
Yeah, all these things help you in life, There's so many things that can settle your mind, even in times that are difficult. You want to be happy, and you want community, and you want to have love in your life, and great friendships, and a great relationship. Why not want it all and have it all? But at the end of the day, I want peace.
Yeah.
But now I'm actually writing out my bucket list, because I'm at that stage where I'm getting to the final chapter of my life.
From my experience of the interviews, the 60s is one of the best decades. It's like a rejuvenation of your 20s. So
I'm going for that.
You're not even there yet.
No, I'm getting close. I'm really excited about this being the best decade of my life. I want to buy a home in Italy. I want to bring it back where I lived when I was an 18-year-old. In Japan, they respect elders. That's why my favorite country is Japan, Italy. That's where I want to be. I want to go where I'm wanted.
Cool. We'll see you in Italy then.
See you. Ci vediamo in Italia.
Molto bene. Prego.
Sì.